Hey, welcome back. It's another one of those end of year reflection videos with your boy gall.P here, of course. I hope you're all having a fabulous holiday season. I mean, a late Merry Christmas and I guess, yeah, happy holiday season, if you don't celebrate it. But for me personally, Christmas is always a great time. I do love, to spend time with all my friends and family. It's really special, especially I like giving gifts to everyone and all that fun stuff that comes with the Christmas season. It's just a really beautiful time as well. I mean, here in Australia, it's hot. So it's a bit warm. I mean, I'm wearing a jacket today, but it's fairly warm. So we don't get a white Christmas like a lot of people usually would. It's not super cold. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But today, on the last day of the year, 31st of December, it's nice and cool. So I'm excited. We're going to be heading to the beach tonight. So I'm excited for that. Be nice and pleasant, not too hot, not too cold, get a nice sea breeze going. But today we're going to be going through just a little reflection of the year. For those of you that are new to this channel, for this year at least, I like to do a little reflection or a little recap of the year that has passed, and it's been an interesting one. I definitely want to say there's been some ups and downs for sure. This year probably has been one of the more challenging ones for me personally. I know last year we went into it being pretty gung-ho about it, and for lack of a better part, I kind of set like a little soft New Year's resolution for myself to kind of improve myself in terms of both, I guess, particularly with my physical health. I feel a lot better this year. I mean, nothing too much has changed, just more so being a bit more active. My friend group and I have been doing a lot of sporting activity. We've been playing, just sports all over the place, a lot of tennis, a lot of squash, and even just general running around, which is good, keeping active. I'm getting old up in the ages. I mean, I guess I'm mid-20s now, soon to be 25 next year, which is kind of crazy how fast time flies. I was looking over my channel and some videos are from they say on the video over 8 years ago, and I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. This channel has come such a long way in such a short amount of time. So I mean, just a quick thank you to everybody that has supported this channel and all the new people that have come forth as well. Welcome as well. It's pretty crazy to still be doing this. And look, you guys are still watching, so I appreciate it. I'll continue to do it as long as there are people watching. But with that, the channel, obviously another slow year similar to last year. I didn't get the chance to do any streaming this year. I mean, I do obviously do my weekly gaming streams, which if you haven't checked out, by the way, I do it pretty much on Monday my time. I'll put it up on the screen what that is conversion wise. So be sure to just come check it out, say hi. It's not your usual drumming content, but you do get to hear me, my voice, and play some video games. We're currently doing Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. We're about to finish it as well, heading into the final chapter of the game. So it's super, super fun. And in general, we've done some pretty good stuff as well. But the channel did hit a pretty big milestone at the start of this year. We hit 200,000 subscribers, which is kind of crazy. I know, 4 years ago, I think it was 2020, start of 2020, we hit 100,000. And, admittedly, taking another 4 years to hit 200,000 is a little poetic in a way. Definitely on the slower trajectory, but that's fine, given that, I am working full-time. I finished university and all that good stuff. My priorities kind of have to lay with my full-time job as opposed to the channel, which is a bit of a shame, but I do still love and adore drumming. I love doing it in my free time. And I do have to say as well, 200,000 subscribers is it's wild to think, honestly. I do have to thank every single one of you for, who come out to the streams, who subscribe, watch all the different covers that I do. I know that my audience is so diverse. We have people from America, Australia, Indonesia, the UK, Taiwan, Japan. It's it's so wild to be able to kind of make a whole community globally, and 200,000 of you were wanting to be in on that. It's pretty ridiculous when you put the numbers into perspective. So hopefully we can go just as strong next year as well. But so I mean, I hope you guys have been satisfied with the year that has passed with yourself. Post down below if you had any goals this year or any New Year's resolutions for next year that you're looking forward to. I know I for sure this time want to get back into drumming streams. I said it last year, I didn't get a chance to do it all this year. And with content in general, it did slow down in the first half of the year. Got back on the track for the second half of the year for a little bit, particularly after September, and I will get to that. You're probably seeing what the title of the video is, and it's alluding to what I'm about to talk about right now. So, unbeknownst to anyone except my co-workers, because I had to let them know that I was going to leave, and my family, I secretly went to Japan for a month. I did say this year was a little bit challenging, and I was in a bit of a mental rut from April through to late August. And so my friends and I, 3 of my closest friends from high school, we were like softly planning a Japan trip. And we weren't sure if it was actually going to go through, but lo and behold, around June, my friend was like, hey, it's going, we got to go. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And so me and my 3 best friends, we went down to Japan for pretty much all of September. It was an absolutely amazing trip. I actually have a vlog that I was supposed to surprise everybody with, but you know, with my track record with vlogs and stuff like that, it's still in editing hell. So hopefully I get that done within the next month or so. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a massive video. I'm super excited for it, and some more Japan content that'll come out on the way as well. But yeah, what exactly happened? You know, why is the title of this video the way it is, and what did Japan do that's so magical? Honestly, it's less of a commentary on Japan and more just a commentary on travel as well. It's a bit cliche, but travel really does give you a kind of clear perspective. And I guess in addition to that, I kind of just turned off everything. All I had was my 3 friends, obviously contacting my family and stuff like that, just if they want to check in while I'm overseas. But for the most part, I went completely dead on socials and everything. There were a few clues that I was in Japan. You know, I did keep up my weekly streams, which is kind of crazy. I was kind of happy I got the tech to work that out, streaming from my hotel rooms. I was actually streaming from my PC over in Japan, so it was kind of interesting how it worked out. But yeah, it turned out for some nice streams. And dude, Japan is magical. I mean, I think it would happen regardless of where you travel. But for Japan specifically, how much it means to me growing up, I never got to go to Japan until September. So it was a dream come true for sure. Getting to experience it with my 3 closest friends was amazing, to say the least. And you know, I didn't realize that until my best friend kind of told me about it, because Japan had such a profound effect on me. And he was like, look, I mean, you've kind of made like a YouTube career out of, you know, the media that Japan has produced, right? It's like, in a way, you subconsciously are in the birthplace of the content that I make. And I'm like, huh, yeah, I guess it is kind of surreal in that way. And I just had a really cool connection to Japan. And I really did appreciate it, and getting to sort of like zone out from my daily life, from my work, from just all the people that I see in general, kind of gave me a new perspective on like just, you know, living for myself. And I think that's kind of the key message that I'm going to take into 2025 is living for myself. You know, I don't say this to like brag or whatever. If anything, I'm kind of doing it to a fault. The past couple of years have been very much like all about others and all about my friends. And I love my friends so much that I kind of give up a lot of myself to like make them happy, and just sort of like, because it makes me happy to make them happy, essentially. But I think it's come to the point where I should probably try to focus a bit more on myself and do things more for me. That being the channel, of course. And like I said this year, you know, trying to keep myself more in shape, more in good health with eating and exercise as well. And I think I've done a pretty okay job with that, at least with maintenance. Now it's all about just kind of like improving for the next year, which I'm excited to do as well. I got into reading as well, got into a couple other things. So this year's been very productive for myself, both physically, mentally. So I'm pretty satisfied with it as a whole. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds for next year as well. I did order some new computer parts for my spare PC, which will be used as the stream setup for the drums. So that'll be hopefully be able to be kicked off somewhere in the middle of January as well. Because yeah, I'm excited to bring that back, just be able to pop up on the drums and just hit stream, and then boom, we're there with drum stream. So be on the lookout for that. I'm super excited to show it for you guys. I hope you guys are excited as well. I do have the ReZero full size for season 3. Well, I'm learning it right now, but it should be good to go as one of the first videos for the new year, as well as the winter 2025 season of anime. There's going to be so much good stuff, so many cool covers to make. I'm excited. Every year, at the end of the year, I know sometimes I fumble, at least for the past couple of years, especially the middle of the year. It's pretty hard for motivation. But always at the start and the end of the year, I get so excited, so gung-ho to produce content. And I do really miss being a YouTuber. Like during, I guess, my early university years and my end of high school years, I loved producing content like so much. But I guess, you know, I was busy, I guess, developing being a young adult during my later university years, and even now as a full-time adult in the workforce. I'm excited to kind of pursue being a YouTuber again in a way, or at least just putting more time into myself, the things I love, the things I care about, for me, no longer for others, but for me. So if there's one takeaway from this video, you should give a little more love to yourself. But with that being said, look, I'm gonna go head out into the beach. It's going to be a lovely night. And yeah, once again, post down below what you have in store for 2025. Is some New Year's resolutions? There's some pretty big plans. I know I've got big plans. I've said them out here today, and hopefully we can stick to them as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2025. Even if 2024 wasn't all that you wanted it to be, I hope you can take solace in a couple messages from your 2024, take it into 2025, and I know you're going to have a good one. So once again, happy holidays, and I wish you all a wonderful new year. Happy 2025.